people that I was playing with were a crazy bunch of British people. And I haven't seen them in a while.
Hmm.
This is weird shit, dude. They posted a video on Discord of a girl getting her head halfway cut off by drug cartels. Like, how are these guys looking at you? Crazy or something? I can't refresh it. Alright, cool. I'm watching it right now. Are you playing a game?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm playing my own deck though.
Make sure it goes out good. So that's cool. Ooh. It's nice that you remember all the powers and stuff. You ever played Magic the Gathering at all?
I played it once. And I didn't know what I was doing at all.
That's how I felt. That's how I would feel playing this thing. I mean, I remember some of the cartoon shit, but they don't teach you that well. See, if you keep playing stuff like this, you can mind yourself, dude. It's smart to play. Pretty much all this is memorizing mathematics and pure luck. Those are all.
Yeah. He's not gonna be happy when I do this. It's a flip effect, so you can change all face-up attack position monsters your opponent controls to face-up defense position. Monsters changed to defense position by this effect cannot change their battle positions. It's a good defense for now, considering I don't have anything else, and I'm on the cusp of dying here.
It's smart because he's playing against AI. AI is not no dumb fish, that's for sure. I feel bad for the guy that had to train that guy.
See, now they're in defense position, so now they can't attack. Unless he summons another monster. You know, I'm getting a lot of support cards, but other than that, I'm not getting shit. I got prediction ritual, so it's a ritual card, but I don't have the ritual monster. So I guess I'm just going to trade this card to add one spell. Also sent. No. Just gonna brick wall it out. Yeah. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. So when this is flipped over, I can summon a monster from my deck. Oh, okay.
There's that, and of course, you know, the Halloween things that I told you about. You're like me, you probably want to not mess with that shit. Ooh, that's a cool looking card there.
Yeah, I get a free flip summon out of this. and this will help me draw cards. Um,
Nice.
Destroy as many defense position monsters your opponent controls as possible, and if you do, inflict 500 damage. That's really good right now, since he's got a lot of defense position.
Yeah.
Okay, flip this. Activate. I can activate polymerization and bring out one of these.
Oh.
Well, I don't.
Well, I was gonna say the other card game that I probably would like to play with you is like it's actually a board game. It's Armello. You seen that on PlayStation?
Mm,
Or I don't know if I'm saying it correctly.
so now when he tries to attack my face down, all of his monsters are just gonna die. And he'll try to attack it because he can't attack nothing else. Or he'll defend. No, he's gonna try to attack. Oh, that's not good. Ooh. Oh, it didn't go through. Oh yeah, it did. There you go. Hmm. Maybe I should use this fusion now. This one lets me fuse from using my deck. Using monsters from your hand or your side of the field. Oh. No, I do have one polymerization thing where I can use it and I can use materials from my deck. Oh, it's this. No, it's not. Okay, well. Might as well bring out my... fusion summon.
So is that card actually an actual card where those two monsters fuse together, or just a random card?
I mean, yeah, I fused the monster on my field and then the monster in my hand and I fused those together to make one monster. Yeah.
Amazing, and it makes the card itself. Wow, that's amazing. I used to love that in the movie. We used to do that, fusing together like that. I feel like I'm watching anime right now.
So I can use mage power on here to make it powerful. So mage power is a equipped monster gains 500 attack and defense for each spelling trap to control.
Wow. Okay.
So if I were to set this set this, and set this, and then I activate Mage Power. It goes from 2600 to 5600 attack. He's kind of screwed. Look how many life points he has up there now.
Yeah, 38,000, then it's gonna catch up.
I just attacked him, so it went all the way down.
Yeah, I'm watching it right now. It's just a delay. Oh my goodness, 50.
Yeah.
He's about to start sweating. Oh my goodness. He's probably going.
Well, he's gonna defend.
Well, wouldn't you if you were in his position? It'd be hard.
Now, Joey has some cheap cards. Like, one of them is a flip summon card, and if you attack it, then he can choose any of your monsters and destroy it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really, really cheap. And that's probably what this is going to be if I had to guess.
Well, I thought you said Joey was using your card deck you made.
Yeah, I am using mine.
I mean, but is he using yours too, or is he just using his own program?
Oh, I forgot to use... Yeah, there it goes. That's my bad. Well, there it is. Gale Lizard. Flip target one monster your opponent controls and return it to the hand. Asshole. It's okay, because he's about to die now. I got a surprise. Is he just gonna defend now? It's not fun. Left my alarm.
What's he gonna do? Cook something to eat?
No, it's for work. Let's see.
Oh, you gotta go to work?
No, those for... I had to send the gas rating. Anyway.
Ooh, what is that?
When this card is flip summon, return all monsters your opponent controls to the hand, so I can just do this and win. Watch. Alright, I won.
Yay. That's nice, dude. That's nicely done. Nicely done, buddy.
See, which should I go for? Rock, paper, or scissors?
Good scissors.
I won.
Whatever you think. What do you want? You want to do rock?
No, scissors won.
Oh, scissors one. Okay, sorry. I was right. Yay! Sorry, I didn't catch it, but I hit the live button. Oh, you want to let him go first? Then. Nice.
It's always better to go second in this game. So here, this is my Exodia OTK deck. I just have to remember how it works exactly.
I was playing a forest map level, looks like it.
Okay. Okay. So first, I was gonna constantly ask me about hand destruction. Pot of Greed. I got the head of Exodia. I just need the other 4 pieces in a 30 card deck.
Is that the Toontown Tome right there? That's cool.
Yeah.
I'll be damned. This is awesome, dude.
I'm gonna have to go with Graceful Charity here.
You gotta do what you gotta do, buddy.
Because, you notice it's been my turn for a while now. Because the point is to win in 1 turn with this deck. Well, I got what I needed. Fortunately, I have to give up these Toon Table of Contents because I'm gonna need the other ones. Oh well. Alright, summon Royal Magic Library. Activate Broken Bamboo Sword. So now that has 1 counter. And whenever this card gets 3 counters, you can draw 1 card. Basically, whenever you activate a spell, this card gains 1 counter. So I just need 1 more, and then I can draw 1 card. Like that. You can just recycle this process. I can use Pot of Duality, but I can only use it. It only works once per turn, and I already used it for this 1 turn, so there's no point in keeping it.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm watching television that's during presidential debate.
So I got Card Destruction, but that's only really good if you have, like, at the beginning of the game. If at the beginning of the game you don't have any Exodia pieces in your hand, then this is good to have. Because you can discard your entire hand and then draw the same number of cards. And then this Magical Mallet is good. It says shuffle any number of cards from your deck or from your hand into the deck and then draw the same amount of cards. The difference is that instead of discarding them, you're just shuffling them back into your deck, so you have an equal chance to get fucked. But that's a backup plan.
Yeah, hopefully they'll get all through no problems.
Graceful Charity. I win.
Uh-oh. You're gone.
Huh?
Yeah, you win.
Just
You didn't show him a
just like
photo.
Yugi just like Yugi say, it's over. I've won.
Exodia, obliviate. That's some crazy stuff. You know, it's funny, when I was little, I always wondered what BGM meant. I thought it meant background music. That's stupid. I thought that's something else.
I didn't know what it meant either.
That's something that just dawned on me.
Those are really the only two decks that I have. Or I have all these other decks, but
You made it yourself, or just a pre-made?
it can filter them. Like, these are the ones I made. I made Blaze, Cheating Exodia, Regular Exodia, Exodia OTK, Gimmick Puppetry, Shaddoll, The Ceremonial Duel, and X.
Nice.
I really, because Quattro is my favorite character in Zexal. But his deck he uses is I thought it was Shaddoll's, and I'm pretty sure he does use Shaddoll's, but only later in the series. But at the first he uses Gimmick Puppets, and I don't know. I never did learn how to actually play those yet because they're kind of complicated. Like Shaddoll's are complicated, but Shaddoll's, I don't know. I wouldn't even know where to start with this deck and how to use it. The only way to figure out how to use it is to play it and practice with it, which involves a lot of reading, because these card descriptions are pretty long. But, you know, once you get it down and practice it enough, you don't even have to read the card because you already know what it does. Would you be able to do that?
No. I have stuff coming out over my head, but I'm learning a little bit of it. Yeah. No, I wouldn't do it. I'd be like, noob. I find it fascinating when you explain it to me because it makes me, like, think of all the effects and stuff. It's just amazing. I mean, luckily they did have tools to tell you about what to do and stuff. I like it. Ooh, so that's what you got. Cool.
Yeah. So, trapped. Oh, this is the one where I was just gonna use a bunch of traps and traps to win and nothing else. I still haven't got that yet. How do I actually... Oh. Okay, here we go. I just gotta pick one of these.
Okay.
I just wanted to show you some stuff. So let's see, number forbidden name. I'm gonna show you some staple cards and how they work. Now, just because they're staple doesn't really mean anything. It's just staple means that it's used a lot, just not in like hardcore competitions to where, because along the way, like back in the day, they made the cards so simple. But now that they've kind of complicated things and made like other cards, these older cards compromise them and they have to ban them because they're overpowered. Yeah, they have been for a long time. So, number one, change of heart. Change of heart, you can target one monster your opponent controls and take control of it into the end phase. You notice that these older cards have really short descriptions and do really big things in a short amount of time. That's the whole point of. Yeah, they don't have a bunch of like conditions or anything like that, like today's cards. So the next one I want to show you is this one, which is Pot of Greed. Obviously, you just draw 2 cards when you use it. It's banned. Yeah, it's banned because you can't, because they just think it's cheap. Now, there's similar draw cards out there that's not banned, where you can draw cards, but they made it so that you can draw 2 cards, but it'll have like a bad effect or something. Like it's under a condition that that's the only way that you can draw 2 cards, you know? Now, this is one of those cards. Graceful Charity. Draw 3 cards and then discard 2 cards. This is still banned because you can actually benefit off of discarding cards. It's not always a drawback. So the next one is Monster Reborn. You can target one monster in either player's graveyard and special summon it onto your field. So you can take either your monsters from the graveyard or your opponent's monsters from their graveyard and special summon it. It's banned. Yeah, and trust me, like whenever I first played the actual card game in real life, I played against my stepsister. You talk about Yu-Gi-Oh with her now, she has no idea what the fuck you're talking about. It was just a little kid thing, but she would always use that card against me. Anyways, Snatch Steal. Snatch Steal is better than Change of Heart, because Change of Heart, you can take control of your opponent's monster until the end phase, but Snatch Steal, you can equip it to a monster your opponent controls and take control of it, but the drawback is during each of your opponent's standby phases they gain 1,000 life points, which doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter if the monster that you stole is like extremely powerful, and that doesn't matter. Let's see, what's another one? Oh yeah, people use this a lot. Time Seal. Skip the draw phase of your opponent's next turn. Essentially just fucking them over of drawing their cards. I used that against my friend Ralph. Witch of the Black Forest has been banned for a long time, and I don't really know why. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard by any means necessary, add one monster with 1500 or less defense from your deck to your hand. So the attack can be, the attack can be any amount, but the defense has to be 1500 or less. Let's see. As far as limited cards, I think this goes in order. Yeah. Limited cards are cards that... Oh, before that, self-destruct button. I use this against my friend Ralph a lot too, because we didn't care about rules or nothing. This is, you can only activate this card while your life points are lower than your opponent's life points, and the difference is 7,000. Keep in mind, you start with 8,000. So, it's very situational. Both players' life points become 0, essentially meaning you activate this, it becomes a draw. So if you're losing hardcore, then you can use that. And it's a draw. Let's see. You can tell if it's limited because it'll have this little one thing next to it. And as far as a lot played of that, Foolish Burial, you can send a monster from your deck to your graveyard. You're only allowed to have one in your deck. This motherfucker right here, I'm glad they limited this, because this is cheap. It's a bounce card. At the start of the damage step, if this card battles an opponent's monster, you can return the opponent's monsters to, and this card to the hand. Yeah, so if there's a big monster on the field, and you play this card, then you just attack him with this. No matter how big and powerful that monster is, you can bounce it back to their hand. So that's why it's only limited to one per deck. I use this card a lot, one day apiece. Each player draws one card, and neither player takes damage until the end of the opponent's next turn. So you both get like a break turn, basically. Raigeki is limited to 1. Destroy all monster your opponent's controls. This is a card you would think would be banned, but it's not. No. It's just limited to 1 per deck. I don't think it is banned, and I don't think it's limited neither. No, it's not. Well, Dark Hole is limited to 2, so you can have 2 Dark Holes instead of 1. And Dark Hole destroys all monsters on the field, including your own. Now you would think that that's a bad thing, but some cards get benefits. Like if your card gets destroyed, then you'll get a good benefit sometimes. That's why it's still limited. Let's see. I think that's all of the banned and limited cards. This one should be limited, but it's not. It's a spell card. It's a really old spell card, but it allows you to special summon 1 level 5 or higher normal monster from your hand. This card is mainly used for Blue Eyes, White Dragon. That's why it kind of has a picture on there on the art. So you use it because Blue Eyes White Dragon is 3,000 attack. That's a lot. So, but you have to have it in your hand, and it is a normal monster, so it doesn't have any effects. But it's just a really high beat stick.
Then you have to sacrifice the monster in order to summon bigger monsters.
Yeah, you have to summon Blue Eyes normally. You have to sacrifice 2 monsters. But if you got that, you don't have to do that. You can just special summon it.
Most improved.
Ah, yes, the staple. Mystical Space Typhoon. AKA MST, for short. You can target one spell or trap card on the field and destroy it. It doesn't negate their effect, which a lot of people think it does. It just destroys it. But it also doesn't have to be either face down or face up. It could be either one. If you're using an Ojama deck, then this is a really good one. Ojama Delta Hurricane. You can only activate this card while Ojama Green, Ojama Yellow, and Ojama Black are face up on your side of the field, and you can destroy all cards on your opponent's side of the field. All of them. Spell cards, trap cards, monsters. Now, you would read this and think that it's really good, but then you gotta think of this, how this card can be countered. And this card can be countered by other cards that can negate effects. Obviously, polymerization, you need this in any kind of fusion deck, because it allows you to fusion summon a fusion monster from your deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion materials. These kind of cards crack me up. This is Rime. Decree. Oh no. I did. No, it's okay, but basically all it does is it decreases your opponent's life points by 300. Nothing else. So remember when he was like sitting on 50 life points? Well, if I just played that card, he would lose. Obviously, still gotta look out for cards that can negate effects, because they'll do that. I want to find the other one. Where is it at? Here it is. Mirror Force. Mirror Force, when an opponent's monster declares an attack, destroy all attack position monsters your opponent controls. This is really cheap. Extremely cheap.
Do you have Time Wizard in there?
Time Wizard?
Yeah, that's the one that...
Oh. Yeah.
Outside the anime motherfucker.
Yeah, I do have that. It's,
Oh, you get Willard. Satan's breaking quite a bit, I'll tell you that much. What if it's changing? What's it look like?
I don't think it has. It looks the same.
What a cartoon clock is. But it's hard to find it, ain't it?
It's in alphabetical.
Okay. Calculator.
There it is. Once per turn, you can toss a coin and call it. If you call it right, destroy all monsters your opponent controls. If you call it wrong, destroy as many monsters you control. And if you do, take damage equal to half the total attack those destroyed monsters add on the field. No, it's good. No, it doesn't. Well, they can't really do that in a card game. Any other cards you remember? Oh yeah. I forget what that card. It's called Multiply, I think. Yeah, here we go. Tribute 1 face up Karibo, special summon as many Karibo tokens, fiend type, dark level 1, and then the stats as possible in defense. There's another one that works with Karibo, I just forget what it's called. But this is the original Karibo. During your opponent's turn, at damage calculation, you can discard this card and you take no battle damage from that battle. The only downside is it's really, really weak. So. I kind of wonder if Goddess's Sweet Revenge is in this game. I'm kind of going off that it's not. I have 4,569 cards. Well, so you can unlock cards by winning duels, but besides that, you can go to the card shop and buy the cards from different booster packs. Okay.
Hello.
What's up? I invited you to a party.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, I invited you like 45 minutes ago or so.
Oh, I was asleep in probably.
Well, damn.